Excuse me! Are you the one who defeated Dark Falls with Instructor Aina? Oh, excuse me. My name is Riku. We're Instructor Aina's new trainees. This here is Ruka.
Hello.
It's an honor to meet you. I'm a huge fan of yours. People like you are the whole reason I decided to enlist in the first place.
Tone it down, Riku. You're coming a little strong.
Oh, come on. This is one of my heroes.
Please excuse him, but it's true that you are a hero to a lot of people. And it's an honor to learn from Instructor Aina, too. She's incredibly kind.
Yeah, but there is one thing.
Excuse you?
I'm just saying. It's not exactly a problem. Instructor Aina is super nice. She's a really good person. But her teaching style is unique. Unusual, even. Sometimes I can't follow what she's saying.
I was a little lost at first, too, but she's been a lot easier to follow lately, hasn't she?
Hey, remember that Trainia test a while back? The way I did it was better than the way she taught us, right?
That was just coincidence.
But that's not the only example.
Well...
I'm just saying, let's learn the basics from her and then figure out things ourselves. So it is possible, right?
Instructor Aina is always saying we should try to think of our own way to do stuff. But I don't think she means we shouldn't listen to anyone else.
I know, but...
Whatever. I'm sorry we even bothered you with any of our nonsense. Pretend we were never here. Come on, Riku.
Wait! I'm not done!
Oh, did you come here to visit my dad? Thank you. I'm sure he appreciates it. Well, kinda. It's starting to dawn on me that teaching isn't as easy as it looks. I've been reading the training manual a lot lately, and I'm slowly trying to zero in on my own style. I also talked to Mary about how Lysis taught them. I tried catering to my trainees' strengths and weaknesses, but when I told them to try and see what works for them, one got a little carried away. And now he's hardly listening to me at all. I'm not very good at being strict, but the light touch isn't working either. Back to the drawing board, I guess. Thanks for listening. It helps. Well, I better get going. We're all going to Retem soon for some scout training in a little while. It'll be a long trip. Hopefully we can all get on the same page before we head out. I hope I come up with something by then. See you later.
Success!
I'm surprised Aina is not with you. Yes, almost every day lately. She's been asking for leadership advice. She stopped by, out of the blue, and started asking for my thoughts. However, I was at a loss as to how to respond. It was Hadi who taught me about being a leader, after all. And when I called him in, she all but assaulted him with questions. Hadi is a natural teacher, of course, so he was quite happy to indulge her. They talked for quite some time. They even went off to review the finer points of tactical terrain usage. I find her enthusiasm quite charming. Clearly, her enthusiasm isn't entirely shared. She's been seeking advice from many different corners. And not only in Aelio, she also approached Tyvis and Glenn. I would not have expected Glenn to be so forthcoming, but I hear he was quite generous with his wisdom. He must be kinder than his behavior would suggest. Or perhaps Aina simply has a soothing effect on people. Tell me, does Aina have leadership ambitions? Your use of "for now" suggests that she does, indeed. I certainly look forward to seeing her continued growth.
Do you read me? Urgent request. The Aelio Training Corps has been ambushed by enemies in the Maraba Canyon. We've lost contact with them. Please, hurry to assess the situation and render your assistance. I know that voice. Tell me you're on your way.
Listen, we're all okay. Ben, we're surrounded and completely pinned down.
You said it was totally safe.
Everything was fine until you attacked those enemies, dummy!
And how was I supposed to know they were so strong? It was all so easy in training.
It's gonna be okay. We're all getting home just fine. I've been in my fair share of battles, you know. Not nearly as many as Crawford or Dozer, but I've learned something. No matter how tough the situation, there's always a way through.
And what is our way through?
The strength of each Ark's defender. And making it work together. As long as we work together and trust each other, I know that we'll get through this.
Instructor Aina?
Come on, pick up your weapons. We've got a really capable friend coming to help. We'll avoid direct confrontation until then, but be prepared to defend yourselves. We've got this. Just remember what you've learned. Put that into practice, and I promise you'll be okay.
Yes, ma'am!
Trust in the bonds we've formed through our training.
Trust our bonds.
You can hear me, right? We'll hold things down the best we can. Which means, hurry. We need help.
Okay, see you soon. Calm down. Steady your aim.
Trial start. Success!
There! 3 o'clock! We can't get surrounded. Enemy! 9 o'clock! Look! Wow. It's like she knows exactly what they'll do.
Trial start.
Fall back! Do not pursue! You're good at drawing them in and counterattacking, right?
Yeah.
Go.
How are we supposed to fight that?
We're gonna die.
No, we're not.
You've gotta be kidding!
What? Instructor Aina!
There's no need to worry. Help is on the way. I knew you'd come. good. Should be safe now.
So I guess...
We've been rescued?
Glad we made it out of that one. I was trying my best to play it cool back there, but the truth is, I was pretty scared. What if I steered them wrong and they ended up getting hurt? I'm so glad I listened to everyone's advice. No, it's just that I had a great team behind me. They really did an awesome job.
Instructor Ina! Thank you very much! And... I'm sorry. This all happened because I got cocky.
No, I should have warned you how strong those enemies were. That was my fault. I'm the one who should apologize.
Instructor,
Can I ask you one thing?
Sure.
How did you know my leg was injured?
You heard it when you snuck off to train. I'm watching you, you know?
then what did you think of my moves? How I drew the enemy in and then...
I think you should try to maintain a little more distance. You're pretty aggressive out there.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't even notice until recently.
I've been telling you that you need to stay at your optimal range. Maybe next time you should try a different weapon.
I'll give it a try.
Can I ask one more question? Why did you fire your weapon in the air in the middle of a fight?
Oh, that? I was signaling our position. I knew it wouldn't take long for help to arrive. I'm glad it worked.
Does this have to do with the bonds you mentioned?
Well, not exactly. It's just the sort of split-second decision-making I've picked up through experience.
But you two were really well coordinated. Seriously. You knew exactly what to do in the moment, with no hesitation.
I was impressed myself. I was like, so this is how Dark Falls Slayers operate. We're gonna work hard to be just like you one day. Right, Ruka?
Who said we were going to be partners forever? I sure didn't.
I mean, I wasn't...
Anyway, let's head back to Alio. We can talk about everything there.
You're back.
Dozer!
Instructor Dozer!
Ran told me everything. I'm glad you're back safe and sound. You look like real warriors now. Great job getting it done out there. And Ina, I might even mistake you for a real instructor now. Ina's main strengths are her perceptiveness and adaptability. It's how she learns so much just by watching you and Manon. And today, she demonstrated what it means to be both a leader and an instructor. That makes two of us. The girl's something else. She's kind to others, but exacting toward herself. And there doesn't seem to be any challenge that can break her. I think that's why people naturally look to her. And I, for one, am excited to see just how far she can go. Who knows, she might even surpass her father one day.
Fancy seeing you here again. No size today. I was telling Dad about how I think I've got the hang of this instructor thing. That reminds me, I never did thank you for the other day. For rescuing both me and the training corps. Thank you. That's true. Everyone really contributed. But then you showed up, and it all worked out. You're constantly getting me out of all kinds of jams. Not just in battle, but also. You always cheer me up when I'm down. I feel like I can do anything as long as you're with me. Can you promise me you'll always stay by my side? I didn't mean... Oh, forget I said that. I didn't mean it like that. I plan to keep working hard to make sure we can stand side by side. I mean, as Ark's defenders, of course. Hey, come on! Stop, you meanie! Well, anyway, I'm glad we had this talk.
Hey!
Oh, hey! Manon! And you too!
It's been a while.
Wow, you're looking great!
You too. It feels like you've grown so much in such a short time.
Thanks
to you.
It's so weird. We're on totally different paths, but it feels like we've been together this whole time. Almost like the three of us are just meant to be together.
Yeah. Even apart, we're together in spirit.
Yeah, that's exactly it. No matter what happens, I know that the three of us will always be together. That much I'm sure of.
Me too.
Sorry to bug you, but could you come see me in the command room?
Thanks for coming. We were just chatting with her when all of a sudden, something changed. Out of the blue, she told us that she wanted the three of you here.
You have arrived. I am Zephetto. Allow me to borrow this body for a moment.
Zephetto?
What's going on?
I need you to listen to what I have to say. I am unable to move from my current location. I doubt that I'll be able to extricate myself from this situation on my own. Therefore, you three, I will need your help to get out of here. I'll send you the location now.
Wait a minute. Is it really you?
It is.
What happened after we fought in the seal? And what do you mean you can't move? And also, how are you doing this to Feria?
I have the ability to control Faria's nervous system to some extent.
Control her?
Oh, but she's still conscious throughout. Isn't that right, Faria? Say hello. Yes, I'm here, Zepheto.
I guess that's a relief.
I'll answer the rest of your questions once we are face to face. I've just reminded Faria how to get here. Manon, Faria, Aina, and you, 909. I want just the four of you. I'll be waiting.
Zepheto?
Zepheto is no longer present inside my mind.
It's always a one-sided conversation with him.
You okay, Faria? Everything feel alright?
Yes, I'm fine.
That's good. That's putting it nicely.
That was Zepheto. He would take over another person's body just to communicate? No. This is no time to sit around stunned. Let's compose ourselves and take a look at the situation.
Good call.
Interesting. And that's where Zepheto is?
So he says.
We found it during our recent investigation of Lucille. We've been referring to it as the Nameless City.
Zepheto should be in the lower level.
And I imagine you know just how to get there, Faria.
Yes, I can take you there now if you would like.
But why would he ask for just the four of them?
I couldn't say for certain, but we do know they've all met him face to face. Meaning he has some connection to each of them. Or at least, that's my guess.
I've been so curious about that place since we found it. I wish I could go with them.
You must not.
Huh?
You have an important role to play in completing the weapon.
What weapon?
Well, it's still too early to get excited, but I've been working on a little something to fight the Starless with. Faria and the others have been helping out.
If we both go, development will come to a complete halt.
I guess you're right. I'll stay right here and keep working. But you better promise to let me know if you see any cool new tech in there. Okay?
Of course I will.
You two make quite the pair. You know that?
Well, they clearly hit it off while I was working on my Alpha investigation.
In any case, it's clear that he just wants the four of you. I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve. But without more information, all we can do is just play along. It's going to be risky. Do you think you're up for it?
Yeah. Count me in.
Me too.
Thank you. I have a lot of questions I'd like to ask Zepheto myself. Not sure I'd ever stop if I started. Just be careful out there.
Alright, move out.
We won't be able to come back for a while. Are you ready? Ready to go. Where's Varia?
She's over there.
Varia! Wait, what the?
Crawford said that I should be prepared. In case we have to fight.
That makes sense. But, wow.
You're too kind.
So, I was curious. How did it feel when Zephedo was controlling you?
I'm not sure how to describe it. It felt something like an out-of-body experience. Like I was watching myself from outside.
What's up, Manon?
But why Feria?
Huh?
I mean, why did he choose to communicate with us through her?
I believe it is because I am Zephedo's backup.
His backup? But aren't you...
Correct. I am your backup. And apparently, I am also Zephedo's backup.
How are you so sure?
I was simply made aware of it when Zephedo's consciousness entered mine.
And so you're around in case anything should happen to him. Of course.
Yes, but I appreciate your concern. Thank you so much.
Wow. These buildings just go on forever. Every single one of them must have been full of people, right?
Yeah.
What was this place exactly?
It was once the center of Resurgent Ark's activity. This was the largest of its residential districts. And all of its other various districts branch out from here. That includes the underground facilities as well.
Did Zephedo tell you that too?
Yes, but in a fragmented way.
How did we manage to overlook a place as huge as this?
Because it's not actually on Alpha. I do not know the exact location, but I know we are in orbital space above Alpha.
What do you mean, space?
What she means is that where we are right now is way up high among the stars we see when we look up into the night sky from Alpha.
Huh?
But teleporters can only take us so far, so we can't be that far away, right?
Correct.
Still, one would think that Lucille's vast array of sensors would have detected it. Unless the exterior is being cloaked somehow to avoid detection. But why?
Do you have any idea what they're talking about? What is it? That was what?
What's going on, you two?
Nothing important. As you were saying?
Oh, right. Zephedo designed this place to be undetectable. Not just by people on Alpha, but by us too.
Which must mean he was hiding something, right?
Right. Or at least, I assume so. Feria, do you happen to know anything about where we're going?
No. The only thing I know for certain is how to get to where Zephedo is. There is a simple map in my mind, but no details at all besides that.
Of course.
He wouldn't be leading us into a trap, right?
Your guess is as good as mine. But I think it's safe to say that we should be prepared for any eventuality.
Good call.
It would seem there's enemy readings ahead.
Seems so.
Trial start.
Enemies.
Formers. They were designed to replicate that Jordan are genetically modified versions of existing species.
And Zephedo modified them?
Correct.
We were only involved in arcs of didn't pertain to one of those two things.
Success. Trial start.
Using the modified genetic code, Formers, they were subject prototypes self-tested, with the final version being the largest and quite powerful abilities.
Trial start.
As far as dolls, there's not much more to say about that.
Absolutely. Have to find most of them are replicas of I'm never able to locate a complete version. We don't know how accurate these replicas are.
Trial start.
I think we got them all. Let's keep moving. I just can't believe there's really nobody here.
Everyone left for Halpha in order to proceed with the experiment. The city's functions have been dormant for a long time. But some of them seem to have started up again in the very moment we set foot in here.
Then, what's with all the enemies?
They are likely the intruder defense system, though some may be malfunctioning training programs. I do not know. However, he is the only one who has the top-level clearance necessary to do so.
Do you know when they stopped using this place?
No, that has not been revealed to me.
I simply can't imagine everyone in this huge city left for Halpha and Lucille.
I have no information on that subject.
It seems as though Zepheto only reveals what's convenient for him.
Why don't we just ask him what we want to know? We'll see him soon enough, right?
True. Let's do that.
Wait, I know this.
I believe it. You call it the Song's Warning. Same exact time. Every day I was in it. I don't know why. There's a feeling. We played it for the same reason that song is attempt. I remember that Zepheto mentioned that many lives were lost. I have to imagine that the song was played in memory for them. Perhaps it was played in the seal, so we would never forget. Do you have any insights into the song, Feria?
I do not. No. However, I think you are probably correct.
So, this song was played both here and in the seal. Maybe it's Zepheto's way of expressing his emotions.
Trial start. Success. Trial start. Success.
Our objective is just up ahead.
Then let's clear these guys out first.
Trial start.
Let's proceed.
Can we really go down from here?
Yes.
What is this?
It's just like Lucille.
No. On the contrary. Lucille's design was based on this facility.
Feria. No, Zepheto.
Follow me.
I've seen this place before, too. What are these?
The third generation ARC's production facility.
Is this where Meteorn come from?
It is. Allow me to tell you all about the ideal toward which we have been striving. ARCs. ARCs is a mighty force that made a name for itself in the Major War 1,000 years ago. It was through their efforts that the war was brought to an end. Their victory ushered in a long period of peace. Such an era had no need for a powerful fighting force, and ARCs was, in time, forgotten. However, it was the emergence of the Starless that made them relevant once more. We believed that we needed the same power as this ancient force in order to counter the external threat. Unfortunately, much of their history and knowledge was lost to the sands of time. All we were able to gather was some battle logs and genetic code here and there. One particularly valuable piece of genetic code came from an ARCS member in cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you saying you found one of these ancient warriors in a suspended state?
Yes. However, I regret to say we never ended up learning much about them.
What does that mean?
We couldn't start the thawing process. They were too heavily protected. So we put waking them aside and focused our efforts on more accessible things. Initially, we started by looking for photon-related genes in the genetic code we recovered. And we developed simulations based on the combat data we had available. So began our long, long experiment. The culmination of which is you, 909.
We get the idea. We have some questions.
Proceed.
What happened to all the people in the city?
Resurgent ARC started out with roughly 100,000 members. Nearly all of them were based out of here. The finest minds, all working towards ARC's grand reconstruction.
At the time, we referred to the new arcs as the first generation. There was one major difference between the first and subsequent generations. We spliced the old genetic material directly into the first experiment subjects.
You did what? Introducing a large amount of photonic code into the average person's body would...
Exactly. The average mind and body cannot handle the sudden influx. Their bodies rejected it, and most died. Even those who survived suffered changes that left them physically or mentally unfit to continue. A philosophical rift began to grow among the research staff. Vicious arguments would break out, even erupting into violence on several occasions. Resistance grew. In the end, we were left with only 1/10 of our original staff. And half of those were lost to accidents during our experiments. But those who remained continued onward and began to construct Alpha. Their goal was to enhance those in the first generation that had adapted to the genetic code. I myself am a member of that first generation. My ability to transfer my consciousness was one of the things revealed during those experiments. Therefore, I've inhabited many different hosts over the years. I have continued my work of preparing for the Starless, still aware of the threat they pose. As a last surviving member of resurgent arcs.
You're the last one?
There is something else I'd like to show you.
What exactly is this?
The test subject inside of this pod is identification number 909.
What?
"909. Who are you, exactly? An error occurred when transcribing your genetic code to the fourth clone. The data did not match number 909's. 909 is in here, and yet here you are in front of us. Remember when I told you about the ARCS member in Cold Sleep? There is more to that story. In the course of developing our new arcs, we made sure to be meticulously cautious regarding maintenance of their housing equipment. However, much of it came under attack during the conflicts over our research methods, and was destroyed. Or so I thought. If you could be... You don't seem to be lying. We appear to have caught the attention of the Starless.
Our destination is just ahead. Destroy them.
There's still a lot more I need you to explain.
Focus on killing first.
Trial start.
That should be the last of them.
Onward.
Is this where we'll find your, body?
No. Inside of here is the fourth clone host. We've uploaded the required battle data, but its soul has yet to be implanted.
This can't be real. Are you subjecting us to yet another one of your experiments?
No, I am not. The truth is, I lost my body in my last fight.
Huh?
The Starless Vanguard that attacked after we all fought. I did manage to defeat it, but my body sustained irreparable damage in the process. So, I used my ability to transfer my consciousness over to Feria.
So, are you saying you've been inside Feria's mind ever since?
Correct.
And all this time, you've been plotting how you might lead us here.
Yes.
What is it that you want?
To transfer my soul into this clone.
And go right back to leading resurgent arcs, I take it.
I want to bring the war against the Starless to an end. This fourth clone incorporates lessons learned from 909's field performance. It has the data from every single battle you've ever been in. An Ark's defender to surpass all others.
How can you be sure?
I can't until I try it out.
Then maybe we need more data first.
I don't have time. I can't sustain myself in this body for much longer. My consciousness needs a permanent host.
I can't.
Feria, you know the process, right? I do. Then let's start.
How is Is this even possible?
Yes. Excellent.
Darling!
How persistent. Understood.
Been a while since we all fought together.
Yeah, it sure has.
You're not going any further.
Trial start.
Stay focused.
Trial start.
go check on those two.
Good idea.
Yes, this will do. This should be enough power to defeat him.
Defeat who?
The powerful Dark Falls class starless that appeared 500 years ago. The one that consumed more planets and snuffed out more lives than any other.
That sounds terrifying.
He destroyed the anti-starless squad I was part of at that time as well. And in the process, incapacitated me. I lost consciousness for quite a long time. When I came to, absolutely nothing was left. My home planet was gone. All of my loved ones. Even the starless themselves had vanished without a trace. My entire world was reduced to absolutely nothing. All I could do was stand there in complete shock. At long last, I can finally avenge that loss. And now, Resurgent Ark's mission can truly be fulfilled. Varia, are we finished?
We are.
Very well then. What? No. Fine. Well played.
What's going on?
Stay back. I know.
What the? Zephetto! What's happening? Hello? But... Tyrio! Are you okay?
Yes.
Send this body vile into space-time. You need to get out of here. Now. Forget about that. Just go.
Zepheto, and we still didn't get any answers.
We need to tell everyone back home what happened here.
It's good to see you back. But no trace of Zepheto, it seems. I have a few questions about what happened. So, Zepheto's consciousness was implanted into that fourth clone. So his body was hijacked by something.
Wow. The roller coaster never seems to end, does it? What sort of twist is around the next bend?
And now we don't even have Zepheto around to give us any answers.
I can't talk long.
Huh?
I can tell you about the something in question. Yes. Its name is Vile. Dark Falls class Starless hold dominion over vast numbers of other Starless. And among the Dark Falls class Starless, Vile, preeminent. You can think of Vile as something like their Emperor. It won't be long before he consumes my soul entirely. I transferred a portion of it to Feria before that could happen. My fusion with Vile has finally revealed the truth
of the Starless to me. are insatiably hungry. They scour the ends of the universe in search of photons to devour. They were so utterly ravenous that even the most minute photon emission was enough to summon them 500 years ago. They devoured everything they could. But they realized something. That no matter how much they consumed, they were still starved of photons. And that the Ark's members of 1,000 years ago were vastly more filling in terms of photon content. So Vile decided to simply wait. He reasoned that his prey would eventually develop more power and more photons. Vile then issued an order to all Starless. The Starless forces immediately halted their attack and disappeared from our realm back into space-time. As for Vile, although ostensibly his enemy, he hid himself inside of me. Now I know that this ability to transfer my consciousness is something I received from Vile. But oblivious to that, I proceeded with my experiments to resurrect Arks, convinced it was my destiny. Resurrecting Arks to combat the Starless. My prediction that they would return cyclically every 500 years. Looking back, I'm not sure how many of those ideas were actually planted by Vile. However, one thing that I am entirely certain of is that my hatred of the Starless is my own. Perhaps it doesn't matter. Ultimately, I was still being used as their puppet. It's quite simple. The beings with the highest photon sensitivity are gathered right here. He will come for you. He grows stronger in space-time even now. He'll complete his transformation to his final form using the fourth clone as a host. Then, it won't be long before he joins you here. Vile's power is immense. However, you need not despair. You are the strongest Ark's defender there is, 909. Or should I say, Guardian, you are even more powerful now than when we fought. And your own progress has lifted up all of your friends and made them stronger as well. You are all Ark's Defenders Prime. I have no doubt that your combined might can defeat Vile. Now my time has come.
Zephedo.
What is it, Aina?
Thank you.
I am not entirely sure you have anything to thank me for.
Well, it's true that you've caused us an incredible amount of pain. You've done unconscionable things. But if you hadn't, we wouldn't be able to take on our real enemy right now. And I am grateful for that. I shouldn't, but I do forgive you.
Aina.
People of Halpha, I am truly, truly sorry. I have just one final request. of your world.
Zephedo's consciousness is no longer present inside my mind.
One last long speech followed by a dramatic exit. Selfish to the end, wasn't he? The selfish general of resurgent arcs. Alone to the bitter end.
I don't even know what to say. What a staggering turn of events. For all Zephedo told us, there's so much more I was hoping to learn. And who knows, with time, we might have even been able to reconcile somehow.
Yeah. Well, we can't just mope around. We better start getting ready for our biggest fight ever.
Ilma? About that.
What's up?
Zephedo left something of a parting gift for us.
A parting gift?
Do you remember that issue with the weapon that we just couldn't seem to figure out ourselves?
How could I forget? I mean, I've only been losing sleep over it for the past couple weeks.
Well, Zephedo reminded me how to get past it before he left.
Seriously?
I'll show you. This goes here, then connect these two, and...
Wait, slow down. No, but then this one would...
No, because remember, there's...
What? Wait, that can't be right. That is right! Why didn't I ever notice that before? Duh!
If nothing else, Zephedo was an exceptional engineer.
Yes! Now we can finally finish it! Hey, you just wait. We're gonna make a little something that'll smash this vile jerk.
One.